I was very young when I first saw this game, and I was deeply impressed that someone could sacrifice pawns just like that to unleash a bishop. Let's take a look. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, a6, bishop a4. So we have Rui Lopez. Black played d6, not the main line, but quite playable line. Also in these days, Gosling, knight f6, c3, bishop d7, d4, bishop e7, and now white played d5 immediately, but maybe rook e1 is a bit more accurate because white can keep more options and close the center later if needed, and black can't play pawn takes d4 because then white can have big center after rook e1. So probably here d5 is not the best, but it gives a small advantage still because white has more space and there is still 4 minor pieces in this position, and that's why here white played bishop c2, which is clearly better than trade the bishops. Now black has something, some problems because there is not enough squares for 4 minor pieces, and this idea is very common in many positions where someone has space advantage and other doesn't have enough space for 4 minor pieces. Bishop g4, c4, knight d7, h3, bishop h5, knight c3, castling, and here white can play g4 like in the game because center is closed and there is no reason to do something else. White usually plays on king side in this kind of positions. Okay, one option is also play on queen side, but white played this way, and maybe when white has good position on king side, he can also play on queen side if needed. Okay, queen e7, queen e2, knight e8, and now black tries to make some trades maybe, or try to give some squares for bishop if needed. Bishop d2, h6, king g2, bishop h7, rook h1, very natural moves, and here white is trying to open up this king side. For example, this idea looks very dangerous for black, and that's why black played g5 here. But according to the computer, it gives white almost winning game or winning position already. Maybe c6 is a better way to play and try to create something on queen side, but still white has clear advantage. g5 and now h4. Black can't take it because h6 is also hanging, and that's why f6. And now very nice maneuvering by Alekhine. Knight d1. Idea is to bring knight to f5 and take even more space because black has to take the knight. This is too powerful piece here, and now white takes with g pawn. Now g6 is also in white's control, and it's very easy to see that white is going to get something on king side, and according to the computer this is already winning. But it's not so clear how white can crack black's position, and we will see some resistance here. Quite natural moves, and okay, black got a knight on f4, but it's the only positive thing in this position, and white can take that knight away if needed. Here knight queen f3 was played, king g7, and now white opens up the h file, and now white has a clear plan to attack on h file. Maybe rook comes to h6 and queen goes to h1, king goes to h8, rook here, queen f7, and now probably this queen h1 is not working because there is black's position is still something. It's probably holdable. At least it's not so easy to find how white can crack the position, and that's why white played bishop d1, rook g8, and here Alekhine played a very strong move, queen b3, and he tries to get another weaknesses on queen side, and it's probably too much, as we know. If there's two weaknesses, probably position is going to crack. b6, queen a4, and now this pawn is hanging. But actually after bishop f8, here probably white played a little bit too quickly this queen takes a6, because white's position is not so winning after bishop takes h6. According to the computer, rook h1 is the best move here, and after a5 white can just play queen here and try to bring the bishop in the game. Actually, after bishop a4, the idea to push bishop on e8 is very clever, because after queen takes e8, white can even take here and make a fork, or take on f6 immediately. So it's very hard to find good ways to prevent this idea, because if bishop goes to e7, even this idea looks very strong for white. Anyway, it's quite understandable that white took on a6, because in long run it seems that white can win with promoting the pawn if there is no clear way to get decisive advantage on king's side. Anyway, the game went this way, and now this idea was probably what white was going to play if there is nothing direct. Queen c8, knight f8, and here white has to take this knight away because it's too powerful, and now white is winning according to the computer. But here white should play bishop h5 immediately and try to create kind of just one position, or probably play these moves, and then this idea is working after those moves. But in the game, Alekhine played queen e8, and actually this is a mistake according to the computer, because after g4, it's not easy to get this bishop to the game. The game went this way and f3 was played. According to the computer, g3 is even better, but it's very understandable that black didn't do this because after these moves, white can trade queens, and after this, white's idea looks quite dangerous. But we can see that, for example, in these lines, black can bring his king to b7, and there is no way to make any progress. Actually, f3 can be something in that line, but if white plays king f2 first, then there is no f3, but I can show, for example, this line, white is trying too much, and after king c8, white can even lose this if tries something too much, because now there is no way to promote this, and if white is losing this pawn, then black king can easily go forward, and then white is losing. But okay, here position is still quite equal. Anyway, there is of course some other moves that white can try here, but probably that was the reason why black didn't want to go there. Okay, f3, and now white tries to activate bishop with bishop a4, knight h7. Here probably the best idea is to put queen here, and then this ending is winning for white, because there is that passed pawn promotion idea. But in the game, bishop c2 was played, and here black just played knight f8. Now it's a good moment to pause the video and think, what would you play here? Okay, Alekhine played a brilliant e5 move here, and the idea is to make this bishop better. In the game, black took with d pawn, but if f takes e5, white can push f6, and now this diagonal is open. If queen takes f6, white can just collect these pawns, and if queen g7, even queen trade is winning, but after queen takes f3, bishop is much better than knight. White can play for attack, and also this promotion idea works if there is no direct way to make attack on king's side. But in the game, black took with d pawn, and another brilliant pawn sacrifice, d6. And if black takes on d6, then white can play this quiet bishop b3 move, and there is no way to prevent c5, which is decisive idea in this position. For example, g5, queen g5, c5 check, king here, and queen f7, and this knight will drop with check. So in the game, black tried to keep position closed, but after bishop e4, this bishop d5 is killing blow. There is no way to prevent it. Black tried to play queen d7, but after queen h6, black resigned. And the reason is that bishop d5 is coming, and if king tries to escape like this, check, king e8, queen takes f6, and now even bishop c6 is a threat, because after queen takes c6, queen e7 is checkmate, and if black goes tries to play something like this, there's many ways to win this game, but probably just queen takes e5, and then there's many ways to win. Okay, the game ended here. I hope this game gave you something to think about. Thanks for watching.